This podcast contains adults using adult language. This is your only warning to turn back. Turn back now.
Hello, brownies and bobkins, to Ignore the Bird, Follow the River, a podcast where nerds and creatives talk about Willow the movie in anticipation for the upcoming Disney Plus series, and occasionally play some Dungeons and Dragons. I am Zach, Game Master at Nerdcrafty.com, and today I'm joined by my fellow Nerdcrafter and Willow enthusiasts, Navandra and Charlemagne Champagne. Weston, Adam, why don't you guys do a little introduction? Weston.
Hi, y'all. Good to have you back. I'm Weston. I'll be playing Navandra today. And yeah, you can find me on the internets at Lava Submersible.
And I'm Adam. I'll be playing Charlemagne or Champ. And I'm excited to get back into it and see what's happened after this crazy cliffhanger from last time.
Yes, will the baby be fed or not? Tonight, I am posing or continuing the quest where I posed the question to my co-hosts and our audience. What if the story of Willow starred different characters? What character would you create to save Mother World from the machinations of Bavmorda? So we're going to continue that story tonight, following the characters that Adam and Weston created, Champ and Navandra, respectively. So you guys should have your character sheets in front of you still, your dice.
Yes.
And last we left, you were huddled up in a crate in the basement of a tavern that you had discovered after a night of running through the dark forest away from some death dogs that were chasing you, your friend Chump, and the bebe that has been placed under your protection, Alora Dannon. As you guys are huddled, you wipe the sleep from your eyes and you awake to the sounds of a busy tavern above you.
Quick question.
Chump. Yes.
Have we done a long or short rest?
So you have done a long rest. You get
Okay.
back your spells and your health and all your cool class powers.
Excellent. No more exhaustion.
No more exhaustion, yes. The point of exhaustion that you had taken, you may remove it. And as you guys are waking up, you can see Chump is drinking some milk. Finally, you wake up.
What, you've been awake this whole time?
Chump never sleeps. I am the wind. I am the forest. And I will never let you take the glory.
Okay, whatever you say. I look at Alora Dannon and say, "Are you feeling okay?"
She does her trademark little close-up cooing and looking cute.
All right. What shall we do, Navandra? What? I hear all sorts of things. Maybe I take a peek to see if anybody's down here.
Yes, we'll need to find a way out now that we're rested and ready for our trip to Land's End.
Yes. I'm going to, ever so gently push up the lid of the thing and just look around the cellar where we were at.
Okay. You look around and make a perception check as you look around this cellar.
Okay. 17.
You do see the shadows of someone walking up the stone staircase as they walk back up to the tavern proper, and you can hear the sounds of rats, whatever sound they make, skittering, cluttering, whatever normal sounds you would describe a rat making. And yeah, there's definitely a lot more commotion going upstairs than when you guys fell asleep.
Okay. It looks like the coast is clear down here. Somebody was just down here and they just went up, so maybe now is a good time to make like a tree and get out.
Excellent idea. Let's go.
I hop out. As I hop out, I start looking through like all the stuff that's there, all the boxes and containers, just to see if I can find anything that I can pilfer.
Yeah, there's lots of foodstuffs here, and so you do find some dried foods that will travel well with you. But as you're meandering around inspecting these things, suddenly you hear something behind you, and you feel warm breath on the back of your neck.
Quel dommage.
As you
pull my
turn.
knife.
Okay, so Navandra, you're still in the crate, it sounds like, getting out as he's meandering about, and you see an orange tabby cat, a house cat, and it has approached your friend Champ and is kind of like smelling him as he turns around. And Champ, you are now looking at these giant cat eyes as it's smelling and inspecting you.
Like as soon as I felt the breath, I immediately just instinctively, like, my hands went down to my belt, so I gripped both my scimitar and the wand, but I didn't pull them. I just sort of like instinctively grabbed there. And as I see the cat, I look up to it, and for a moment I'm frozen, but then I just say, "Comment ça va? How are you?" And I expend one charge.
Oh yeah.
From the wand to speak with animals.
You're a druid. I put my knife away.
Do you have the spell right in front of you?
Yeah, hold on one second. I could either do it with the wand, but I also have it as a level 1 spell.
Okay.
I'll pull that up. I gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. Let's see what the duration is. 10 minutes. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information and nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You might be able to persuade the beast to perform a small favor for you at the GM's discretion.
So you cast Speak with Beasts, and what do you ask the cat?
Is it a word limit?
No.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to say is just, "How are you doing?"
And the cat doesn't respond.
I say, My name is Champ. I don't know your name, but you seem like a nice cat. Could you help me with my baby?
And the cat, in a slightly eerie way, turns its head towards the crate where Navandra and the baby are, and then, like, not in the way a cat would turn its head, like
Right.
almost like the way a person would turn its head, and then turns its head back to you and just shakes itself.
We need to leave this place without anybody finding out. Maybe you can help us?
And the cat kind of lays down right in front of you and is just looking at you. Navandra, you hear... Oh. Navandra, you hear the sounds of soft footsteps right behind you.
I pull my knife again, I guess.
And as soon as you pull your knife and, I assume, turn around, you are face to face with a figure in a black cloak, its hood over it, looks to be feminine figure, and she is holding a dagger up as well, and the two of you just have your daggers to each other's throat. Who are you, stranger?
That's information you'll have to take with my life. Do you think you can beat me with your blade? I dare you to try.
No one's beaten me yet. I doubt the owner of this establishment let you in here.
Listen, I've survived things I don't believe you can even imagine. I suggest you turn around and walk away before you get yourself hurt.
And she uses one hand to remove the hood, and you see red, vibrant, curled hair. And she says, "If you know who I am, you know I can say the same thing. Now what are you doing here? Where did you get the baby?"
Princess Sorsha?
She doesn't say anything, but she acknowledges that that's who she is, like with a little head nod. Whom is asking?
My name is Navandra. I am of the Wood Elves of the North. I was sent by my people to defend our brethren in the Nockmar Woods against your mother's forces. I am the sole survivor. The only reason I tell you this is because I know Sorsha. I do know what you say is true. I can't imagine the things that you have seen. And we are in rare company because of it. And I ask you, Sorsha, to trust me. against your own judgment. Let me show you. Let me show you. Are things your mother is doing will bring an end to us all. Your power is greater than you know. A prophecy has been kept from you your whole life, Sorsha. It is you, along with Aloradan, that will bring the downfall of Bavmorda and end the tyranny that plagues this land. I don't think you are ready to hear all of this. And if you wish to kill me now, I suggest you do. Because I will not stop until your mother is lying before me, cold. This is a promise. But you have a choice. Give me one day. Give me and my friends one day. We will show you. We will show you that this is the way. The only way. For this world not to be driven straight into oblivion. Your choice. My life is in your hands.
So her eye twitches, her grip on the blade loosens and then re-strengthens. You openly speak against the Queen?
I openly speak against a devil. A genocidal despot that would have us all dead. You included, Princess. And you know it. In your heart, you know it.
She stares at you a long moment. Before you hear voices from upstairs and the sound of footsteps as someone's walking down.
I start backing away, heading for the window. Alora in my hands, jump in my hood.
Make a persuasion check. And I think I'm going to award advantage. So you can roll again. For such a great in-character roleplay. So she's still kind of holding the blade, kind of just stopped and stunned as you are making your way to the window. Champ, what are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. The roll was a 19 with advantage.
Nice.
Yep, sorry.
I think while they're having that moment, I'm quietly talking to the cat. And I'm like, hey, you see these things that are happening? We don't want any violence. We want to save this baby. Do you mind if I touch your fur? It looks very soft.
The cat doesn't say anything, but backs up like it doesn't want to be touched.
Okay, fair enough. But, maybe you can help us get out of here without your owners knowing? Maybe cause a distraction, run up the stairs?
And with a sort of human nod, the cat nods at you and then immediately runs up the stairs, like right under the feet as someone is trying to step down, and they like step on the cat's tail and you're "Meow," and then a "Don't bloody cat! What now?" and like some commotion upstairs. Get out of here!
Does it look like we have enough time to jump out the window, or are we gonna have to run up the stairs?
You have no way of knowing. Everything's
Okay.
happening way too fast.
All right. It looks like they've already moved over towards the window, haven't they?
Navandra has.
Navandra and everybody, and with the baby and everything.
Sorsha is remaining completely still. She's still like in this like paralyzed state, holding the blade.
As I'm running towards Navandra, I turn to Sorsha and I say, "Come on, you silly person, or you silly Dakini. We need to get out, or there's going to be trouble." And I jump up and scamper up Navandra's clothes up to her shoulder and her hood.
She is broken from her stunned silence and instinctively runs after you as you guys scramble up to the window and squeeze out of the basement tavern.
Nice.
Do you guys go running out into the forest or on the road? You see a stable boy kind of eyes wide at you guys as you're clambering out.
Yeah, there's no Nockmar guards, like, outside.
Not that you see immediately. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Both of us?
Yeah, sure.
Ugh. 9.
You're better than me. I got a 5.
Yeah, you don't see anyone except the stable boy who's just looking at you in awe. You see, it's nighttime now. There are some horses, more than when you arrived. There are some carriages, and you can hear a full tavern behind you as the door opens and someone comes outside and lights up their pipe before they look over at you and drop their pipe.
Novandra would head straight for one of the horses. We only need one horse to get out. Everyone can fit on me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You jump onto a horse, and Sorsha jumps onto one right next to you, and you guys go skittering outside of the tavern as your horses gallop on the cobblestone. Or are you taking the forest?
Novandra would be heading towards Land's End. So whatever route is heading kind of to I think it's like the northeast of here, if I am where I think we are.
Okay. So you guys go following the road in a northeast direction, putting as much distance between you and the tavern as you possibly can, as you hear the doors bang open and see a cat come running outside the door and following alongside you guys.
I do the at the cat and try and get it to run up the horse.
It leaps onto Sorsha's horse and sits in her lap as you guys are galloping.
I yell, "Thank you, Kitty!" Because I'm assuming 10 minutes hasn't elapsed yet.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. The cat looks at you and smiles. Still doesn't say anything.
So is Sorsha trying to attack us, or?
She is running right next to you guys, and she looks to be like, her eyes are kind of like out of focus, like she's just moving on instinct, and she's basically following you.
Interesting. Sorry, I've got a little monster problem I gotta take care of.
Hey
Yeah,
there,
you got
monster.
your own cat.
He keeps biting my hands, so I'm gonna go put him in my roommate's room.
Okay.
Cute cat. What's its name?
I think its name is Sam, oddly enough.
That's funny.
So you guys go galloping along the road as long as you can, keeping as much distance, putting as much distance between yourself and the tavern as you can, and closer towards your destination. Eventually, the horses get tired. You guys are able to slow down to a trot. You think you've made a safe distance between you and the tavern, and you are approaching your destination. But you guys have a moment to, as things kind of slow down a bit, and Sorsha seems to be collecting her thoughts as you guys are trotting along.
Sorsha?
She kind of looks to you. She was on a line of thought. It's interrupted as she looks at you.
Did you want to fight, or are you just hanging out? Whatever you want, but you've just kind of been following us quietly for a while.
You said Navandra, is it?
That's correct. That's correct.
You said to trust you
I did.
instead of my own judgment, my own mother.
Okay. I kind of didn't think that would, if I'm being honest. I thought we were gonna have a good old fight. Well, I appreciate your trust.
I didn't say I trust you, Navandra. But I'm not killing you either. But she's kind of like absolutely petting the cat in her lap as you guys are moving.
So, I don't suppose you want to tell me if you've, I didn't expect you to see you at the tavern. I more assumed, Bavmorda might have sent some of her lessers on such a task when Land's End and Galadorn are still standing strong in defiance to her.
I saw the cat, sorry, that's why I laughed. Bavmorda didn't send me. And I was surprised at seeing you, or more accurately, seeing her. And she's looking at baby Alora when she says this.
I kind of pull her defensively in. She's just a child. Just like you were. Just like I once was. Can't you see that?
And she's looking at the baby almost with resentment.
Well, you know, we were only heading to Land's End to try and find you. I don't know, even where to go now, frankly. I think, honestly, our best bet would be find some remote cabin in the middle of nowhere, fortify it, and stay there until Laura is grown, old enough to take on Bavmorda. Other than that, I can't even imagine what we to do next. Try and raise this girl with all of the love and care that I was given as a child.
A baby raised by an elf and a brownie.
Stranger things have happened, my friend.
Hey, I've raised many children in the forest, the fairy children, little squirrels and things like that. It's not so hard as long as you do the right thing, keep them safe. I could do that.
The great mystery has plans for us all.
And Chump pipes up, and I've raised even more babies than him. Even more, even better babies.
Yes, you've raised better babies. Mm-hmm.
And Sorsha stops her horse. Then we're going in the wrong direction.
Well, I think, ultimately, I just knew we needed to escape. I thought Land's End was just our last destination, and I kind of just started going forward and kind of forgot the whole reason we were going there was for you. So, sort of, but direction is relative. We don't have any other plans but to protect this baby. From here, we could go anywhere. I'd continue heading north until we find some quiet mountain pass that we can make a home on, or find some secluded neck of Sherlindria's woods, try and build a cabin there. I just know that between all of us here, that's the essential components gathered. I don't know what else to do.
And you can hear someone approaching Navandra, and from the side of the road, a giant warhorse clad in armor looms in front of you as 6 other lieutenant warhorses with lieutenants on them from the Knights of Nockmar come up behind you guys. The one in front of you looks to be someone you've heard tale of, a General Kale, and he speaks out. I think you'll not have to worry about where you're going, because this is as far as you go. And he unsheathes his giant blade. And let's get some initiative rolls out.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay. 9 total.
I've got a natural 20 for General Kale.
Oh.
And what was yours, Navandra?
9.
9.
I already deleted it. Let me check.
Oh, I should be able to look myself. Yeah, it is a 9. And Champ with a 6.
Mm-hmm.
And the 6 lieutenants also got a 6, so they'll go last. So General Kale is immediately in front of you, Navandra, and horse gallops straight to you, giant blade, and takes a swing at you. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Strange, but okay. 9.
The blade hits you for 10 damage. He makes his second attack. Make another persuasion check.
Worse.
Blade
7.
hits you again for another 10 damage.
I am dead.
Okay, as you are hit by the blade and immediately fall from the horse, bleeding out, you see Sorsha leap off hers horse and into General Kale, knocking him off of his horse. The cat runs up to you and yells out to you, Champ, in a woman's voice. Charlemagne, give me the wand! Navandra, it is your turn. You have to make a death saving throw. I'm a bad GM.
If I do that on roll.
I think it's like near the center of the page.
Abilities,
Health?
saves. Okay. Saving.
Might be saving throws.
No, that's just that. That's like. No.
Well, you just roll a d20. If it'll let you just roll a d20.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Is that the same as a Constitution saving throw?
No, it's just,
okay.
it's more luck. It's just a 50-50. So you've got 1 save so far, Navandra, and you will need 3 to be stabilized. Champ, it is your turn.
Well, is Navandra off her horse on the ground?
She is on the ground, bleeding out, dying, gasping for breath. She's having a death scene over here.
I'm
And the
literally
cat.
bleeding all over Alora.
And therefore,
yeah.
so am I, right? Because I was basically on her.
Yep. And then right next to you guys is the cat, and it yells at you, "Give me the wand!"
Let's see here. I'm going to give the wand to the cat. And let's see. Can I do Cure Wounds as a bonus action?
I will allow it.
Okay.
Not normal.
I didn't think so, but I thought it was worth a try. Yeah, let's
Yes.
I'm gonna cast that on Navandra. Cast. Oh. So, yep. So she regains 1d8 plus 3.
Do I roll that d8?
No,
No.
I do. You got 6 hit points back.
Navandra, you're at 6 health as you see Champ, his hands glowing with the energy of the forest, bringing you back from death's door.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, it's holding the wand like a toothpick in its mouth, shakes its head a couple of times as it grows to a larger size, and she yells out to Sorsha, "You see, Sorsha, I told you it was the truth. This is your path." And begins shaking the wand in circles and muttering under her breath an incantation. Meanwhile, the 6 lieutenants on the other side, 3 of them come charging up, and the other 3 take aim with their bows and arrows at you guys. That is a 6. So one of the arrows goes flying by you. Additionally, these are actually at disadvantage since you're technically all prone. Another arrow hits the ground next to you, Navandra. And another arrow goes sailing off into the air. The other 3 horses come charging up, and they take sword swings at the group of you. One goes over your head. The other goes over your head. Jeez, I'm rolling poorly. And finally, one is going straight for Navandra before Chump jumps in the way, transforms into a Black Panther that's 1 inch bigger than the Black Panther Champ was earlier in our story, and takes the sword to the chest.
Oh!
Protecting you from what would otherwise be a lethal blow. Chump and that guard face off against each other and kind of go off the road, off screen, so to speak. We come back to the initiative, and the general takes aim at the cat. "What is going on here? Sorsha, where does your allegiance lie?" And he faces off against Sorsha as she looks to Navandra and Champ, and she says, "My allegiance is with my friends, Finn Razel, Navandra, Champ, and Chump." And she pulls out her sword, clashing it against General Kale's. Navandra, it's your turn.
God, there's no way. So we're in an open field, correct?
Open road. You can see, like, the forest edge where General Kale came from.
And we're surrounded on all sides?
Just the 2 sides of the road. General Kale in front of you, and then the 5 lieutenants behind you, and then Chump and one of the lieutenants are fighting off right at the edge of the forest.
I'm gonna try and hide behind my horse.
Okay.
I do have the... Oh, well.
what is it? Mask of the Wild? Is that what you're
Yeah.
going to use? Yeah, you can use that.
Oh god. That's a nat 20, total
Nice.
27.
Okay, you think you're hidden.
Yeah, I'm going to make yeah, I guess short bow. Attack roll against General Kale. Using my sneak attack.
And are you going to use one of your glass arrows?
Yeah, I think this would be the right time. I don't have any of that on my sheet though, so I don't know how to.
We'll just add +3 to the result, and we'll double the damage result.
Okay. It sucked. It's a 10.
Oh, it's actually a 13, which is what you needed to get past his armor.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Alright, so this will be with sneak attack. So that's 2 extra d6.
Nice.
That's my 2 extra rolling damage, I guess.
12,
That's how this works now.
12 and 5. Nice.
So that's 17, and then
We'll double
how does
that.
that? Okay.
So that's going to be
Dang.
34.
Fabulous.
Nice.
So the arrow breaks his mask and then sinks into the side of his head, and he rips it out. By the way, when you did your sneak attack, I imagine you like hid behind the horse, and then the camera like pans over, and you've already popped out like from the other side and released an arrow.
Yeah.
Breaks his mask, sinks in. And Champ, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to test the water a bit first. I'm just gonna go for something fun. I'm going to cast Ice Knife on General Kale. So here we go. Let's see. So Ice Knife, you create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. That's within 60 feet. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. So,
Nice.
yeah. So let's see here. I hit cast. I guess I gotta do the rolling thing. That helps. Here we go. 19.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Sweet. So now I'll roll my damage. Ice Knife damage. 6.
Nice.
Plus, now I believe it's gonna explode, right? Oh yeah, hit or miss, it explodes. So now, any of his cohorts that are within 5 feet of him have to take 2d6 cold damage. Are there any henchmen around?
No, they've kind of surrounded you guys. They're behind you, and General Kale's in front of you.
Okay. Well, General Kale can take that damage, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rule that he can.
Okay. Cool. So let's see. It was 2d6. Roll. Did that go through? I'll just roll it manually. Hold on.
Okay.
That is 7 damage, a 2 and a 5.
Okay. All right. So one of those ice knife shards explodes and actually hits the lieutenant that Panther Chump was facing off against. And ice shards riddle his back and he falls to the ground. And the Panther, you kind of, you hear it roar and it goes after the other two lieutenants that are immediately next to you guys.
Nice.
And is there anything else you can do on your turn?
Let's see.
Bonus action.
Action. I could change into a beast. But I'm not gonna do that now. I'm gonna. No, I think I'm just gonna chill for a second.
Okay.
Make sure. Yeah. I'm gonna just chill for a second.
The two lieutenants are close to you guys. And one of them is going to hit you, Champ. And that is 6 damage from the lieutenant.
Yikes. Okay.
The other 3 shoot their arrows at you. They have disadvantage. So all of those do miss. And you see Finn Rizal is still turning the wand in her mouth, and magic seems to be coalescing around her. And Sorsha faces off against General Kale. And she's not doing any damage this round, but their swords clang. And General Kale yells out, "Aim for the baby!" And as he struggles with Sorsha, Navandra, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna do basically the same thing.
Okay.
So, sneak, stealthy times, hide behind the horse. 16, sorry.
Okay.
And I will fire short bow at Kale. And
15 will hit if you're using a glass arrow.
yeah, so I'll make a note on paper so I don't forget. That's 2 of them.
Yep, you got 1 left.
Okay. Then I will damages. $17 again.
Another 34. This one hits him in the chest, and the glass kind of shatters inside of him. He starts coughing blood. I always knew this would happen, Sorsha! Traitor! Champ, it's your turn.
I'm going to... Ooh, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do Frostbite. I'm casting Frostbite. It's instantaneous. I cause numbing frost to form on one creature that I can see within range. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. So, and I'm going to aim that at who's closest, General Kale or...
The two lieutenants are right next to you, and then General Kale's facing off with Sorsha a short distance away.
Okay, I'm gonna aim it at the closest lieutenant.
Okay.
So they have to make a Constitution saving throw of 13 or above.
And it looks like he did save his throw.
Well, that jerk.
Yep, he rolled a 17.
Let's see. Hold on one second. I am going to... How's Navandra's health doing? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling bad? Does she look like she's worse for the wear?
Oh yeah, you brought her up like a little bit, right? 6 health or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
6
you know
of
what?
18.
I can't do that. I can't do that as a bonus action again, can I?
I'll allow it. It's a one-off. We're only
Okay.
fine.
Well, in that case, yeah, I'm gonna cast that on Navandra. Are we pretty close to each other?
Yeah, you guys are right next to each other on the grounds.
All right,
Well,
cool.
she's hiding behind the horse, but she's close enough.
Got you. I'm gonna put my hand on her ankle and do cure wounds. It is going to be a 13.
There you go. I think that puts her back to full of 18.
Correct.
Yay.
Thank you, my friend.
All right.
You're welcome. I mean, wait, what is my voice? Yeah. Yes, yeah. Think nothing of it. Darian. Yeah, and then at that point, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any movement. I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. As the battle continues, you see the 2 lieutenants gang up on Chump in his panther form, each successfully slashing at him. He reverts back to his 10-inch tall form. I mean, it's possible, champ. You're a little bit better. And then a sword slashes into him. And he's impaled in the dirt by one of these lieutenants.
No! Jump! I scream it.
Portia is just doing poorly against General Kale. He kicks her to the side and she falls to the ground. And Finn Rizal is still waving that wand. General Kale stares you down from behind the horse, Navandra, having revealed your location by making your last attack, and charges at you and the horse. He takes one slash at the horse, knocking it down, blood spurting, and takes another slash at you, but misses. It is your turn, Navandra.
Well, shit. Okay, well, I guess that leaves me with a few options. I'm gonna take... Damn. So, Navandra from, the... Okay, Navandra takes out her rapier and is going to make an attack against Kale using that.
16 will hit.
A total of 9.
So as he's approaching, the big sword takes down the horse. He swings at you and misses. You stab with the rapier. He coughs out more blood. You'll never win, Bavmorda. There is no one stronger. He coughs out more blood. He's very close.
Yeah, I spit on him. I don't know. Your tyranny will come to an end, Kale. The brutal reign of Bavmorda. So, you just don't know it yet. You're too stupid to see it.
And Champ, it is your turn.
Is Kale dead?
Kale is not dead. He is very close to dead.
I feel like Adam wants to kill Kale, but I feel like Champ would be distracted by the fact that his frenemy, but really is his friend, was just killed, and he's pissed. So he's going to cast Flaming Sphere. 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied space of my choice. Lasts for the duration, yada yada yada. As a bonus action, I can move the spear up to 30 feet if I ram the sphere into a creature. So yeah, so basically, it's another dex save.
Okay, so you can make it appear. Does it occupy like more than one space? Like it can damage the two?
A 5-foot diameter sphere.
Oh, okay.
In an unoccupied space of my choice.
And dex save was just a failure. Yours is 13, right?
Yes.
Save DC. So yeah, I got a 12.
Excellent.
So one of
that
the
takes.
lieutenants, right?
Oh,
Or were
yeah.
you aiming it at Kale? Sorry.
No, one of the lieutenants. You're right.
Yep.
All right.
So one of the
that's-
lieutenants is immediately immolated as this sphere appears where they're standing, and their body just crumbles around it.
Nice. So they dead.
They dead.
Also, let's see if this applies here. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature that must make a saving throw. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move that shit over to the other guy that helped kill Chump.
And that is another failure.
Yeah.
He turns towards it and starts to run away, and then there's a Wilhelm scream as it runs over him.
Take that, you bastard!
Ah!
And he's enraged. He's enraged. He's pissed off. So yeah, he's focused on Kale. But that's all I can do because that's all. I don't have any more things to do.
So, Sorsha, I'm just rolling very poorly for tonight. She gets back up, makes a few attacks at General Kale, and he kicks her to the ground again. And she looks up at you guys and she says, Navandra! Champ! It's up to you now! And it is General Kale's turn as he stares you down, Navandra, taking a couple swings with his sword. What is your AC?
What is my AC? That's a great question. 14.
We got a 12 and a 13. Deftly dodge the swings from him, and you see an opening. It is your turn.
Can I? Is he really close? Like really, really close? Sorry, I didn't mean to do
Sure,
that.
yeah.
Because Novandra's huge. Like she is a big woman, and I think at this point, like she kind of, like she sees how this rapier bends against his armor, and she's seen even her most accurate arrows have been not enough to put this man down. And she is enraged, she is furious and bloody and just almost died, and is, you know, in a state that, especially given recent events, she's not necessarily emotionally prepared to take very calmly. So I just want her to grab General Kale by the throat and slam his head into the ground until it's mush.
Go for it. Just do some attack rolls.
You want me to just, you want me to do it unarmed, or how do you want me to rapier?
Do rapier attacks.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
So you can roll rapier damage.
And it's a total of 7. No. It's close.
Shot.
You pick him up and body slam him onto the ground and just begin slamming him back and forth into the ground. As you do, Finn Rizal shoots a bolt of energy from her wand, and it hits you, Navandra, and you're overcome with this green light of nature, and it gives you smite on this attack. You can deal
shit.
an additional 2d6 of damage as green energy is pulsing from the ground, from the impacts as you hit General Kale.
Yeah, she feels the force of the force. She feels she feels the power of the great mystery flowing through her, and like this green energy emanating on her physical being. And she looks into Kale's eyes, the dead eyes of his helmet, and she rips it off, seeing the man beneath it. And she slams him. She slams his back into the ground, and with her glowing hand, just sits on his chest and begins just playing right after left after right after left into him.
And the mask just smashes more and more, breaking his body, starting to put up a fight before falling still as he is killed.
Only those first two.
The other...
But either way, yeah.
Okay, still enough. The other 3 lieutenants who've been missing with all of their arrows look at each other and then begin running on foot back the way they came. And silence
Novandra
falls to the battlefield.
Novandra looks down at the bloodied face of Kale, lifeless now, and stands, looks over back towards her friends, and rushes over to pick up Alora and head over to Chump.
So Alora's okay. You kind of wipe some of the blood, others' blood from her, your blood from her. She's kind of not wailing, but discomforted, and is comforted by your presence as you hold her. And you guys see Chump lying on the ground, coughs out blood, and he says, I always knew you were better, champ. I couldn't live with it, so now I have to die.
I feel like I've already run over towards him.
Sure.
And I said, no, you've always been bigger and better than me. I don't know why I'm changing from French to Spanish.
Probably me. I'm the worst.
You killed my father. No. No, Chump. Have always been better than me. But I think I consider you my friend. I hope you know that. And I put my hand on him, and just one last ditch effort. I use I pull the blade out of him that's impaled him, and then I do one last chance level 2 cure wounds.
Oh, you got some spells left.
Yep. That's 15.
That will more than do it. And he kind of he looks and he goes, "It is okay. I am dead now." Turns to die, and then you heal him, and he kind of like blinks a couple moments. I healed myself. I am the best there ever was. I'm still better than you, champ.
Okay, whatever you want to think. That's fine.
And he gives you a hug, a very strong embrace.
I give him a hug. I slap him on the head, like I slap him on the back of the head once, but then I hug him again.
And he's crying. He can't say that you saved him, but he knows that you saved him. If anyone asks, he'll say he saved himself. Go ahead.
I smile at this wonderful interaction and kind of just know that Chump is in safe hands when so I turn to Sorsha and help her up off the ground.
She smiles and nods, looks around, spits on Kale's corpse. Thank you, friends. I suppose our journey isn't quite over yet, but it's nice knowing which direction to go and who I can count as friends.
Well, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, this wasn't the way I imagined showing you that my intentions were pure. But I suppose that's just the way of things, isn't it?
It is. And Finn Rizal hands you the wand back, champ. And she says, "This belongs to you still. Meow. Hopefully, you can understand its transformation magic soon."
Thank you very much.
And as you guys collect a couple of the horses that are still left, saddle up, and walk down the road, you see ahead of you a man in a cage at a crossroads. And
wait,
yes.
Can I take Kale's sword?
Yes, absolutely, yes. You take Kale's beefy sword, and his mask is in crumbles as you leave that behind. And carrying the sword, is there anything you guys want to add as you walk into the sunset? A man in a cage at a crossroads in front of you. And we close tonight's journey.
Yay! That was cool.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's cool. I think Champ would have, like, as he got closer, started using his sling and flinging stones at the Daikini in the cage.
As you guys get closer to this mysterious individual in the cage. Who knows who it could be?
I wonder.
And that's where we will end tonight's Willow one-off.
Yay! Nice job.
No, you guys did a great job. So, thanks for playing. Adam and Weston, thank you for playing our little Willow game. The character sheet for Sorsha, the magic item of Sherlindria's wand can be found on nerdcrafty.com, along with my artist profile. I am Captain Zach, the game master for Ignore the Bird, Follow the River, and the Iron Hearts. And thank you so much for joining us. What a blast. What a fun little story. I had so much fun playing Chump and having some nice dramatic moments as Sorsha. And I'm just so stoked that you guys were here. So, Adam, Weston, we'll go to Weston first.
I'm Weston Lee Ball, actor, artist, musician. Find my work at Lava Submersible on TikTok, including art for this episode and all of our other episodes. And you may have noticed for the first time, you will be able to see our faces for this episode, and you will probably be watching. You might be watching this for the first time ever on YouTube. And we want to thank you for joining us over there. Make sure to go check out all the rest of our podcasts. Literally anywhere you get them, just search for Ignore the Bird, Follow the River. This has been a huge passion project for us. Willow is a beautiful world that I have loved for my whole life. And yeah, I'm glad we got to play in it tonight. Adam?
Heck yeah. Yeah, I had such a good time. It was like I had high expectations and it overcame those. It was a lot of fun, a lot of drama, a lot of all the things that you love in an adventure. So thanks, Zach. That was great. And you can find me on Nerdcrafty doing various jobs. And if you have a job that you think I can do and you want me to do it, then hire me. Also, don't forget to check out all of our updates as updates come, leading into the new Willow TV series. We'll be covering things on that as well in the future, as well as our other updates and things that we do. So yeah, thanks. I had a great time.
Yeah. Big thanks to Zach and our producer Sam. You guys make magic happen. Really appreciate you both.
No, it's no GM is only as good as their players. So you guys were so much fun to play with. Anyways,
cheers.
I guess we'll have to sign off. If you've been watching and you want to chat with us, Ignore the Bird at nerdcrafty.com, or find our Discord link. Hope to talk to you guys soon. Have a good night, brownies and bobkins.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Nerdcrafty podcast.